Oh yeah, we back, baby. Episode 2, No Gym Cat Podcast. Myself, the Diamond, El Diamante, and the one and only at Fish Chef Kev. We got a special guest for y'all today, the Kellys, baby.
The Kellys.
They here, and they here to share their story. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going.
I appreciate you guys for having us.
Oh yeah. First and foremost.
This was highly anticipated. You know what I mean? The whole damn gym community couldn't wait for this.
Yeah.
You know?
We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, months even now. So
It's been in the works.
Be able to get this done.
On my mind all day.
So we finally here. So let's let the world know.
So now that we got y'all seated, man, sitting down with us here today, yo, Apple TV is on fire right now.
We going that deep.
Straight to it. Apple TV is on fire right now.
Let's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that, man. What we know y'all got a lot in the works, man. Y'all got a lot in the works. I checked out some of the series. You know what I mean? He checked out some of the series.
Okay.
You know, we got to see what y'all was doing, man. Like, I'm proud of y'all, man.
I appreciate
I'm proud of y'all. Y'all boys
man.
been grinding, man, and that's what I respect, that hustle, baby.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, man.
ahead,
Tell the world when the series dropped, man, and let's jump in with that.
So recording for it, man. Well, you know, at the time I was under you, we were training and everything like that. So recording was about like a year, man. It's about like on average it was 6-7 months, man. But it took like a year and so for it to actually come out.
Okay.
And we did so much for the cameras. They came to our house. We went to a park. We did stuff at King of Games, Johnny's gym.
Remember that
we
they
worked
shut
out.
the gym down?
Yeah, they shut it down,
yeah.
man. That was
crazy.
Yeah,
felt like the man there.
how was that process? How was that?
So for us, it was pretty simple to show up here, and then the whole gig was laid out. They actually shut down half of the gym, so it was certain areas that you could not go. People coming around asking dumb questions, talking about, "Can I work out here?"
Yeah.
No.
Rolled the red carpet out.
Hey, yo, I'm working here.
Man, we spent about 4 or 5 hours in Johnny's gym with the Apple TV. Like, we had a workout first, and then in the middle of the workout, we had a
switch clothes.
Yeah, we had a wrestling
outdoor.
gear.
Yeah.
Underneath.
He was so uncomfortable. I remember he whispered in my ear, "Bro, I don't think I can ever come back."
We were in there in our tights. People looking at us like, what are they doing? But no, other than that, we got some people to play a role in it as well, so that was pretty cool. It was at a standpoint in our life at that time, it was a big factor for us because it's like, this is a great opportunity. But at the time, we had 9 to 5s. We had regular.
So look, so for the people who don't know, y'all are wrestlers.
Yes, sir.
Now, are y'all semi-pro? Are y'all pro? How does this go? And what's the difference between, when I say wrestling, you know, I ain't talking about mat wrestling. You know, what's the difference between mat wrestling and what y'all do?
So big difference. Right now, I wouldn't say we're pro just yet. I would say, I guess like to compare it with semi-pro because we are getting looked at right now.
Yeah.
We're getting a couple of like big bookings. But as far as different as like Greco-Roman mat wrestling, professional wrestling, the biggest thing right now, I would say is that if you're good at it, you're going to be the best at it.
Yeah.
We're good at it, but it's a lot of politics that go into it. It's getting seen by the right people, talking to the right people.
The grind behind it.
Yeah, like,
what many people don't really know is that like mat wrestling and professional wrestling are two completely different things.
Yeah.
It's like you have to learn everything over. Mat wrestling, you learn to protect yourself, stop yourself from going down.
Fundamentals.
And mat wrestling, it says, okay, we're going to put you in there with a 6'5" guy, put you all the way up here, and you're going to fall. And when you fall, do not stop yourself from falling.
So was that what your foundation was, Greco-Roman? That's when y'all started, like as adolescents. Y'all started at a young age.
Yeah, so young age. I started before my brother here, so I started roughly about 10 years old. You can start to what, 13, 12 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like really big in the mat wrestling. That's what I wanted to do. And when I signed up, and I kept saying to myself the very first day of practice, because we started in like this small garage for the youth, and it was like, I'm gonna make it to WrestleMania. I'm gonna be in the WWE, and this is the path. Not knowing that we could just join the Monster Factory, which is the training school we're at. We could have just joined that, but at the time we did not know that. We thought this is the avenue we had to go down. Luckily, it did help us become more agile with the sport. It helped us become more flexible, and with being a great master, being a great mat wrestler, what it does is professional wrestling is a dance. So we're out there, we're talking over before we head out there, and we're go out there and we put a performance out there. But if shit goes south, due to my background being an amateur wrestling, I'll fix it quick, you know, and I'll make it look nice. I won't make it look ugly. You know, I'm able to get down there and do a double leg, do a single leg, be able to sweep you down, be able to get behind you, be able to put you back into a headlock, put you into an arm bar or leg lock, or whatever.
The experience
and it's my natural instinct.
Okay.
You know, if we talked over a suplex and we get to that spot and you do not do that suplex, and you're like, and you're starting to freak out. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna do it.
Because no one knows y'all messed up but y'all. So it's like you gotta play it off and be smooth. So you gotta be able to ad lib and be able to.
I'll say we got used to like the biggest thing we got used to like doing mat wrestling and the trench. It's the yelling, the coaching.
Yeah.
Because like definitely in Greco-Roman, man, and especially in high school and those like hot like rooms, man, the coach has no mercy. Get up. Run now. Okay, how bad do you want it? All right, and then you get into like this type of wrestling, and it's like you see a lot of clowns that don't work as hard, I would say, and then the coach is still yelling, whatever, and they're catching attitudes. Like we had this new kid like at the Monster Factory a couple months ago. We're doing push-ups and stuff, and this kid's like can't even do the push-up. So I look over to him. I was like, bro, just get on your knees, bro, and just push him out. Like
modify it.
Physically can't. Like this is no pride. This is no ego. And he's gonna look at me and be like, nah, bro, I never get on my knees to do push-ups. All right, bro, now how about the spot, bro? Because like you just sitting there doing nothing ain't gonna help you. It's gonna make us all look stupid. It's bringing us down because we're going off of your accord. He's gonna walk up to me later. Oh, bro, I apologize, bro. Just shut up and listen, bro. Yeah. Like just as simple as that.
Hey, so y'all brought up the Monster Factory. Now I know I watched 30 for 30 with Ric Flair, and they talk about how he came in the game. He went to like the wrestling school. Yeah. How y'all find that? Do you get scouted for it? Do you have to go to different schools? Like how do you get into that? Since that's like the gateway. You sign up.
Bro,
so anybody with a dream?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Like,
it's like because in the Apple TV show, Danny explained it perfectly, and me and Danny have a love-hate relationship. I don't give him much props here, but he was one thing he was right about. He was right about a lot of things, but what he was right about is professional wrestling is like singing. You know, like if you're a singer, you go to a bar, you sing at the bar, and if somebody's there, they're signing to a record label. It's not professional wrestling, man. We show up. You know, we go to any booking. Like we just wrestled at like a firehouse last night, you know? Any booking could be that booking to get you to the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't know who's in the crowd.
That's a true artist.
So you got an agent to book, or how does that work?
So how it goes is we're our own agent, you know. The real agent in this relationship is my brother. He takes care of more of the business aspect of it.
That's kind of like our relationship.
Absolutely. I reach out a lot, man. Like I like to say like no answer is better than no. You know, I reached out to AEW. I would say going on like 7 months now, man. Every month on the 8th, I sent an email.
Okay.
Still haven't heard nothing back yet. But
you know what? That leads me into our next question too. As far as support, how's your support now compared to when y'all came in, when y'all first started? Because from the outside looking in, people just see the end game of it, and they see y'all making moves, y'all making noise, but they don't understand the process and the struggle it took to get there. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of us, man. They don't see the end game of it. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that, man. Do y'all have more support now? Sponsorships? Like is anybody knocking? I know they looking at. You know, I don't know if we said WWE. You know what I mean? I know they watch it. You know what I mean?
The big boys, the league, baby.
I would say, you get a lot of more support. Like definitely in high school, we were laughed at. Like we're the kids that want to wrestle. Man. It was so bad. Like people would come up to us and be like, "Oh, what you say?
You gonna be the WWE, right?"
Yeah, tell him. Like,
you know, like, if it was like any type of joke regarding in high school in terms of us wanting to be a professional wrestler, we were always the butt of the joke, you know. And it's crazy because you know, I'm not for the whole bullying in school or anything like that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh my gosh, I was bullied," you know. But like being in that locker room and being in that wrestling room, you know, the coaches knew we wanted to be in the WWE. All of our teammates knew we wanted to be in the WWE, and none of them believed in us. And whenever we were joking in that room, it was about, "Oh, the Twins want to be WWE superstars. They want to go to the WWE." Laughed and they joked, and it was always freaking funny, you know. And it's funny because now when I run into ex-teammates that I was in high school with, I remember I ran into one at a bar not too long ago, and me and him stood there and talked for like 30 minutes. And he apologized to me and everything. He said, "Look, bro, nobody believed in you. What you out there doing?"
Bro, you know how often I run into that, man? You know what I mean? Like I got teachers, high school teachers, kids I never even messed. My group was real small. You know what I mean? I played football. I was a captain. But my group was real small. My immediate group I hung with, man, I was real to myself. And you'd be surprised how many people reach out because now they didn't see the vision before. Yeah. Now they act like they was believers the whole time, man. It's funny.
We were skinny as hell, man. We were 5'10", $130, $140. I wrestled in 145
But this is just
pounds
what I was talking about the support.
They can't see it.
About the support. You know what I mean? Let's bring it back to that real quick because did they believe in y'all? Even if they didn't believe in y'all, you already said they laughed, they joked at y'all.
Yeah. No, bro,
the support. It wasn't there.
I would say more people support us now than because they see the movement.
Yeah.
But definitely in McGilling, nah.
And before it was, our own grandfather didn't believe in us.
I was just about to ask that. The family aspect.
My mom's not that she didn't believe, but it was more of they have a dream. My kids have a dream. But I'm just make sure you're getting paid every Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Now did y'all share the same dream? But because I know you started it at first,
right?
And was y'all dream always the same? Is y'all where y'all want to take it? Because I know you do a lot of the manager side of it. You said,
right. Yeah. Our dream was always the same. At one point, we wanted to play football, but whatever we were going to do, we were going to do it together. Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. But definitely as we got older, we were WWE is what we want to do. So when he went off to college, I started wrestling, and then when he came into
wrestling, he went pro wrestling.
Yeah, when he came into it, he just started catching on. We was at the show last night, and I was telling him on the ride back home. I was like, dude, bro, you just get it.
Yeah.
So he started wrestling first. You started wrestling, then you became a pro first.
Yeah.
That's crazy how that.
But y'all feed off each other.
Yeah, the flip side of that.
That's how we do. That's how we do.
He's so good, man. He's not even 2 years in yet.
And I've been pro wrestling for a year,
some
14 months now.
Yeah,
14, 15 months
man.
now.
This dude just gets it. In the ring, when I be in the ring and I turn around and I look at him, he's just busy. He's a busybody. And I'm like, this dude. Last night I looked at him and I was like, yeah, man.
He's a natural.
He's it.
You know what's funny? I was telling your brother when I watched y'all video, y'all did the one show I want to say November. Yeah. We was the weekend of my girl first pro show. Yeah. So now I was watching the clips from it and I was impressed. I was impressed. You know what I mean? Now really, I was telling you, bro, I was impressed, man. Y'all look so professional. Y'all look like the real deal up there. And you see a lot of people that wrestle. I know I got a couple other friends that wrestle and stuff like that, man. I see some of these guys, man. But y'all, the way y'all carry yourselves, y'all look like y'all top notch already. Y'all look top notch.
WWE.
Y'all twinning, y'all fly. Y'all got attitude when y'all coming to the stage.
But
man.
Just like we do, you compete as well. It's not about putting yourself on a global base. It's putting yourself on the spectrum of who you're around. Yeah. You don't have to be the John Cena of the world. Yeah. You just have to be the John Cena in the crowd. That's it. That's all you have to be. That right there gets you to the next level.
We be on shows and we be in Gorilla getting ready to go out. And promoters will come up to us and be like,
yeah, what's Gorilla?
Oh, Gorilla. Gorilla's the room you are before you go through the curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right before they call it Gorilla positions.
Because you have Gorilla, it's the locker room, Gorilla, and then there's the ring.
Yeah, so when we're in Gorilla position, sometimes we'll be at promotions. They haven't even seen us wrestle yet, but since we just looked apart, they be like, yo, we got plans for y'all.
Yeah.
Bro.
They see the potential.
We could be trash. And you're just saying
potential. We see the potential.
We not.
We have showed up to bookings where we were supposed to lose. We have showed up to bookings where they've only seen videos and pictures of us. Mm-hmm. They've never seen us in person. Mm-hmm. So we're a lot bigger in person than we look on pictures and photos. So there's been a couple of times where we show up to the promotion. First time ever meeting the promoter in person. We get text messages, but we meet them in person. Yeah. We're supposed to lose. They text us and hey, we want you guys to come, but you guys are going to go under. We just want to make sure you guys look good. Also, but you guys
know what under and over is.
Over is you win, under is you make them look good. Okay. So they're like, oh, you're gonna go under, but we want to make sure you guys look good. Also, we show up, they see us in person for the first time. We changing gear, and it's been a couple of times where they say, you know what? So there was a change of plans. You guys are actually going over tonight.
Bro, that's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign that it's big things ahead. To me, that's what I say. Because they see y'all say, oh, okay, this is marketable. Right? Okay,
y'all got it.
Let's get this
y'all
bread,
got it.
you know?
And I'm telling y'all something one of my old heads told me years ago. I was probably about 18, 19. I used to go on tour with Flo and them doing different things, man. And, my OG pulled me to the side one night. He said, Kev, you got it, man. And when you figure out what it is, when y'all figure out what it is, that's when you become dangerous. Yeah. Really. Right. Stay grounded. And y'all stick together, man. Y'all stick together. You know, this a package deal. This a package deal.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? Don't let them split y'all up.
They gonna try to.
That shit.
Right. Divide and conquer.
Yeah, they gonna try that shit.
And it's funny you said that because, like, going through high school and trying to get to that stage and nobody believing you, you know, we believed in each other. We didn't need anybody else. Yeah. To me, there's 3 people that's ever told me to my face that you're not going to make it. I remember those 3 people in my head.
Absolutely.
I had their first and last name. One of them, unfortunately, is my grandfather. And 2 other people, one was I worked with and one I went to school with, told me straight to my face, you ain't going to make it. And I know that sounds like very 80s, 70s stuff, but it happens. Yeah. You know, not everybody's going to be man of up, and especially now. I'm 230 pounds. I'm 6'2". Nobody's coming to my face to tell me that. But when I was a kid, I distinctly remember the 3 people that ever told me to my face, I'm never going to make it. And then you have the jokesters that wants to beat around the bush about it. But like at the end of the day, I woke up and I had my brother by my side. Now there was a time where my brother was drifting off and he was doing his own thing. During that time, I was preparing for my very last wrestling season, mat wrestling season in high school. And
I got in some trouble then. I didn't wrestle my last 2 years of high school.
Yeah, so I wanted it. And I spoke to my wrestling coach before the season started. I said, hey, look, like I'm going to wrestle at the 160-pound division. Unfortunately, I didn't realize though afterwards that the coach's son was at 160, but I wasn't beating him anyway. Yeah. But I was a $145, and this is where the dynasty for me started because I had school at 7. I would wake up every single day, and this is when I was 145 pounds. I got to 160 pure muscle by getting up at 2:30 in the morning, going to Planet Fitness in Mount Laurel because it was 24/7. I'd get to the gym at 3, work out to 5, go home, take a quick nap, shower, get up, and go to school.
Consistency.
I would this every
discipline. And in front of my friends, in front of my peers, I started getting bigger, and they noticed that I was gaining muscle, and they were like, Roddy's getting big. Like, Roddy fucking wants this. Excuse my language, but this is what I want, you know? And I did that at a young mindset. Unfortunately, I couldn't continue that because I ended up going to play in the NCAA for volleyball. Okay. Being big in volleyball is not like, you know, the greatest thing, but a lot of cardio involved.
So that's where your path led you. It was meant for you to go through all of that. That's part of the process. And that's what people don't understand and what they want to hear, man. You know what I mean? They see where y'all at now. They see the spotlight. Man. They want to know what it took to get there. Right. You know what I mean? And all this that y'all telling right now is exactly what it is, man. Be transparent.
It's the same thing.
Because it ain't easy.
It's the same. You just got to carry that mindset. And sometimes it's a switch on and off because everybody has personal things going on. But I'll never forget this. When COVID hit, the only gyms that were open, in case you don't remember, was Delaware.
Yeah, we were driving all the way to Christiana.
Bro, look at these guys.
We was driving to Christiana from here. Yeah. So from Philly, that was maybe like, what, a half hour from 40 minutes from Philly. Yeah. You know, we taking the Palmyra Bridge and taking it straight down 95.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
But me and my, you know, you guys met Brian, right? My best friend, Brian.
Yeah.
At the time, Jared, I think you were working overnights or something like that. Yeah. Brian and I would get up 4 o'clock every single day, and we'll drive because it's an hour to get there. We'll drive an hour to get there to Delaware, work out at that Planet Fitness in Delaware, drive an hour back, and it'd be a 3-hour trip, hour there, hour to work out, hour back. Yeah. And we did that 4 days a week, man, because we wanted it. We didn't want to lose the games.
Yeah. So you spoke a lot about having a dream and then having discipline to move forward with the dream. What role model did you have that got you into having that dream? Like, what did you see? You know,
I feel like before you do it, you have a lot of role models. Like our biggest role model was, I would say, Razor Ramon.
Okay,
I was like,
my boy.
But like, I feel like when you get into it, the role models things go away. Because when you start looking at yourself in the mirror and it becomes real to you, you're your role model.
Well, let's rephrase that then. What was y'all biggest inspiration then?
Yeah, I would say like it has to be Razor, but I feel like my inspiration every time I watch a new WWE pay-per-view.
Scott Hall, right?
Scott Hall. Yeah. Every time I see a new WWE pay-per-view, the way WWE's doing it, man, like every show's bigger than the last, more exciting than the last. So every time I see one, that's my inspiration. That's my inspiration. It's just so current now.
It's just the thought of living out the dream. Like I tell my girlfriend all the time, we were watching WrestleMania with my brother, and my girlfriend. We were on the couch watching it. And I said to her, like, look, my dream is not even to wrestle at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of professional wrestling. It's the grandest stage. You don't get no bigger than that. Yeah. But I said to her, and the inspiration is just to live out the dream, right? And I said to her, I said, my dream is not even to wrestle at WrestleMania. It's to walk the ramp at WrestleMania. Like we make the joke all the time. We're being WrestleMania and walk the ramp as soon as we get to the ring. Well, we lived it.
I call him in the middle of the Olympia, bro. And I'm like, bro, you see that? I said, we're going to be there soon. I don't care if we in the crowd or what, bro. We're going to be there soon.
You look at the crowd, you
from
look
one
at the
aspect,
lights.
either as a coach or an athlete, we're going to be there soon, man. So everything that y'all saying, we could totally relate to as athletes, man. Real deal, bro.
It's just closing your eyes. And it's like sometimes you dream of this and you dream of
Manifest.
this. But many
I don't have to close my eyes no more.
But sometimes
I see it. It's there. I see it.
Sometimes you see pictures of it and you see videos of it. But like you guys been to Olympia, you guys been there in person. Mm-hmm. Nothing tells what it is until you're there. You can look at a picture of Olympia all the time. We can look at pictures of WrestleMania all the time. But when you're there, and WrestleMania's coming to Philly this year. But when you're there in person, you're like, damn. And you look at everybody's attention to the stage, though, you're like, then your attention goes to the stage, and you're like, damn, I'm going to be there one day. I'm going to be there one day.
Hey, so how do you view the sport now? Like, I know, like, as a bodybuilder, when I watch it, it used to be like, dang, I want to look like that. But now I'm picking people apart. So when you watch wrestling now, are you kind of like thinking about your theme and your character and how you can market it and what your move, like what is the theme of the Kellys, if you don't mind going in? Like, are y'all the villain? Or y'all, you know what I mean? Or y'all,
we love being bad guys. Everyone's
Eat it
not
up.
but a sucker, a chump, a bum, a wants it.
say it again.
Who's he wants it. Yeah, man, we just going there cocky, man. Like, yo, man, look at your girl,
I like
bro.
that.
Look at your girl, bro.
Hey, keep your mouth shut. Come over there and make a man out of you.
I like that.
Yo.
We used to. It's funny because we used to say that. We used to say that a lot. We used to say, "Shut your mouth. We were come there and make a man out of you." And we'll say that so many
got that from my
times.
mentor
There was one
times,
point where we came out and there's some kid in the crowd. Like, are you gonna come make a man out of me? I'm like, "You're a real punk." What? But they start to feed into it.
Like,
now,
I believe I made it when, like, a kid runs up to me and goes, look, I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
you
means-
are.
they want to play into the role. My brother and I.
Y'all funny as hell, man. Yeah, I like that.
Last night was like, I just told my brother, like, that was the best wrestling
Last
experience
night
I've
was
ever had.
crazy.
Because we came out, we wanted to get booed so much. That's our job. Our job is to get booed and and get people to cheer you as the baby face. We did such a good act. Last night is going to stick with me for a long time. We went out there, we killed it so well as being the villain. They started to cheer us. They started to chant for us. And at the end, we got the front row stood up and gave us a standing ovation.
Hey, man.
That's how good
Y'all
we did.
honor y'all craft, man. Y'all are good at what y'all do. Y'all got
Right,
it.
man.
Just keep going.
I'm seeing good
going,
vibes,
bro.
man. I'm seeing the feedback that y'all always are constantly getting is always positive, man.
what I
Even
tell
when you
you-
try to be the villain, they can't hate y'all because y'all too good.
laughing.
I told B, I said it's y'all
That's
energy.
that's
They
crazy.
energy, man. They got good
Yeah.
energy, and
Yeah.
y'all feed off each other. Y'all brothers.
Yeah.
So y'all feed off. Y'all ain't gotta act, bro. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? So like y'all been together y'all whole lives, man. You know what I mean? So when y'all go out there in the ring and y'all perform, it shows that. So people don't have that chemistry.
Well, he's the nervous body,
Chemistry.
man.
Oh, man.
But you
He
with
gets nervous.
your brother though.
That means he care about the craft.
I'm
You get
very,
nervous.
like he said, I'm very attentive.
Yeah.
So like when we go to new places, it's not when we return to places, I'm more up and beat because I know what to expect.
Yeah.
When we go to new places, it's like, oh God, like the switch don't hit for me because I switch into character. But sometimes I can't switch into character until I walk through the curtain.
Yeah.
And then the crowd stares.
Well, that mean you're a
Before
natural.
we go out there.
That mean you're a natural because right when the bright light hit you,
It's
you go blank, but your body just do it.
Yeah.
It's
If
crazy
you-
because I'll be standing in the gorilla right before the curtain, our music starting because we come out of a certain part of our music playing. I'm there like my brother's like yelling like let's go.
We usually play around before we go. Like, yeah, this is what I want. You want it? Yeah, I want it.
And then I'm sitting there like
Yeah, he's all quiet.
He gotta get his mind right. He gotta get his mind
As soon
right.
as we hit the curtain, my mouth
Oh,
was
he
stopped.
was right into it.
Transform.
So
Yeah.
sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just need somebody to push you to go, and sometimes you just need that instance to go. I don't allow myself to hold myself back. Being nervous is good. Your body's telling you, like, look, like we about to do this.
preparing.
You
We
know
were
what I'm
at
saying?
the 2300 arena, and right before we go into gorilla position, he looks at me. He's like, "Yo, bro, I'm so nervous." I'm like, "For what?" Like there's 12. The more people out there, the easier it is. Because we got to be able to talk to each other.
I didn't learn that until
We got to be able to talk to while we're in there, right? Because if there's less people, they want to hear you.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, there's 1,200 people out there, bro. We can talk. I can yell at you across the ring, and the people in the third row won't hear it.
Yeah.
They think it's part of the show.
Yeah,
The more people,
relax,
the more
bro.
comfortable that
Yeah.
technically. That was my first big show, so it was like it was extremely nerve-wracking. I get so nervous sometimes before I work out. You guys see me. I mean, I have the physique, but it's like
He don't look nervous when you work out.
I can't.
He coming there with the damn.
I get so nervous.
I told
show
them
out.
with the hoochie dad.
smiling at you. What's
Yeah.
good? What's good? All right, big guy.
Word up.
All
But
right,
I
big
can't,
guy.
because sometimes before we go out, I can't even get a pump. I can't, like, I get the veins going through myself
That's that
because
cortisone.
I dehydrate myself before the show to give myself that aesthetic. I purposely not drink water for a couple hours before the show. But it's like, I can't get a pump. I do push-ups where I'm so nervous. That's how nervous.
Also-
It's because you
also-
care about the product that you about to put out, and you want to
Yeah.
make sure that it's up to standard.
Yes,
and you don't
sure.
want to drop the ball. So you like, it got to be perfect. You got to, and that's good. That's good that you have that in your mind. You know what I mean?
That's how I was in mat wrestling too. I know this sounds a little funky, but like in mat wrestling, I would be extremely nervous until I make contact with my opponent. When I make
Well,
contact,
it's a physical sport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the emotions go for us in professional wrestling. My nerves usually do not go. I'll do my whole interest. Don't even look like I'm nervous. It's like this kid's cocky as hell. But my nerves will not leave me until I make contact with my opponent.
I remember when I was doing Greco-Roman, I never really like got nervous. And then one time we were, I forgot where we were, but like they were like, we're doing a tournament, so you get called to the mat, like get on deck before your match, right? So they was like, whatever, so-and-so you're on deck, mat 3, you're on deck, you're up next. So I go like behind the bleachers and I'm like warming up, right? And this one I was like real small, so I used to get like a little bit nervous. And I see a guy next to me, he looks like twice my size. This is before I knew that you could be real muscular, but like way less.
Yeah.
And I see this guy warming up, right? And I'm like, oh man, whoever got a verse before they get it. so I'm like warming up, and I look at him, I was like, bro, do your thing, bro. He's like, you too. So he's like got his headphones in, he's grunting, and they're like, Mat 2, you're on deck, and I'm Mat 3. And I don't see him go yet. And he's still bouncing up and down. I'm like, and he grunting. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, Mat 3? And then I see him move. Oh, yeah. And then like, this was the first time my coach ever like sat down and watched my match. Got murdered in the first round. Picked me up, dunked me.
oh man.
You think you was more psyched out than anything?
Once I realized that I had, because I was looking at him, I'm like, this dude's scary.
Yeah.
And then like when I saw him walk to the mat and I was behind him, I was like, oh man. Like when you get in trouble, you know your parents about to beat that ass. I'm like, damn man.
But
So-
some people, man, they could turn it on right away. Some people before they step out, they feel nervous, but they're like fully aware what's about to happen. Like, okay, I'm gonna turn it on right now.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes I can't turn it on until I can fake it till I turn it on. You know, and I think that's a good thing too, because some people out the gate will like haul ass you, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So when I turn it on, you don't know how good I am until I turn it on. And I could be better than you. I could flip this whole match just like that, you know? So for me, it's not about, I never get psyched in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, I'm gonna mess this up. I say to myself, till I get there. When I get there, I get there. You know what I'm saying? Like usually when I get there is when we can slow everything down. Once we slow everything down and nothing's fast, I'm like, okay, like this is a cakewalk for me.
Now, ultimately, what's y'all end game? Y'all have a plan B?
Oh,
we go back
man.
to plan B.
Not really. I mean,
Plan
like,
A. That's
I
it
mean,
right now.
y'all honor y'all craft, obviously, right? Y'all are great at what y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all are still young. Y'all got time on y'all side.
Yeah.
Now, is there a window with this wrestling thing?
Oh,
I mean,
for sure. I told myself, like, if wrestling don't work out at the time I'm like 30,
yeah.
like, There's a couple things I do want to do. Like, I want to be a manager at a gym.
How old are you guys, first and foremost?
We're 23.
23.
I was about to say I'm like we're not the same age.
Who came out mom first? Oh, okay, so he big bro.
Big brother.
18 minutes though. 18 minutes.
That's long though.
Yeah,
You thought it was like 3 minutes.
And it wasn't me. Nah, man. Nah, Mom, I love you. Yeah, I told myself if I don't make the time I'm 30, man, I'm gonna do something else. But I don't want to wrestle forever anyway. Like, there's other things that I want to do. I want to run businesses and do things, but like, and I want to use that money and that clout from wrestling to do those things.
There we go.
I want to build a platform. But hey, man, if I don't get that opportunity, I want to try to be a manager at a gym. That's a big thing I want to do. And like, if I have to live an ordinary life, right? I want to try being an officer. I think that would be a cool career. But these are just like cool careers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Now,
saying? Like,
23.
Really
You still got not this just to cap that you put on it, but obviously as you reach goals and you reach new levels, you know, you get new goals, right? And your mindset changes. You know what I mean?
New levels, new devils.
I know y'all experience some adversity now. You know, we all go through adversity, and it's part of the game. You know what I mean? But it's about how you respond to that adversity. Now, as far as minorities and being in the wrestling industry, you know, how does that work out for y'all? What are some of y'all adversities as minorities and trying to climb y'all way to the top and reach success? Is that an issue for y'all sometimes, or?
I think being a minority, I think it's more of an advantage than a disadvantage. 100%. It's because when you look back 2006, 2007, all the way up to I guess 2017, the major guys were, you know, Caucasian. They were white guys. You know. Being a minority in professional wrestling, I think is more of an advantage now because it's evolving to that aspect of, okay, like we're just not going to have two Caucasians in the ring. Like, we're going to have to mix this up a little bit. Especially WWE is huge for that. They go to India, they go to Saudi Arabia, they go to all these different countries. Like, diversity is big now.
And correct me if I'm wrong, right? The merger, the UFC and WWE.
It's not really a merger.
The father company, the parent company bought the other company out. Is that how do I word this? Does that benefit y'all? In wrestling, pro wrestling.
I think it's all the same. I'd be honest with you. With the buyout,
is it not helping
with the buyout? Not the buyout.
So that doesn't immediately affect y'all.
It does not affect us.
We can see where they go with it, but right now it's like it's the same thing. Like
either way, y'all still got to grind.
That's it. It comes down to if you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. You know
but
what I'm
like
saying?
adversity, I'll say that we see it through a lot. It's like a lot of companies, especially like WWE, they're sign a lot of people and then they release a lot of people.
Okay.
So now these people have like clout from being on WWE.
Yeah.
Now they go to the shows that we're trying to get on, but since they have clout, there's like
headliners.
We're going to get those guys. Those guys are going to be the headliners, and it's hard to make like.
The microphone, just pull that down a little bit. So it's out your way.
Okay, awesome. So what was I saying? So like those guys that got released from WWE. They come on the indies and they're already taking like the main spots of the shows, and we're trying to make names.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be a dickhead here, but like these guys got released for a reason, right? Now it's time for the next guys up, and we're the next guys up. And then I think being at the Monster Factory, this is one thing that we're going through like a lot, and it just happened last night. You build like this camaraderie.
Okay.
Indie wrestling, you're supposed to be on your own, and you meet people as you go. But like
Indie wrestling is the lower level before.
Yeah. Okay. So like you build this camaraderie at the Monster Factory, and like you're supposed to be a family, but like at the same time it's competition.
Yeah.
And then you're go see these people at these bookings, or before you even get there, they're talking about, oh, I got this booking, I got this match, such and such, and we don't really do that.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, all right, we're seeing what's work. We got dates, whatever. We get there, and these same people talking about, oh, I have these matches, I have these bookings. We get there, they're not on the show, and we are. Like last time we showed up, we didn't even tell them that we was working the show, right? They didn't even know we were coming. We show up, we have a match already. The same people that are talking about, oh, we got bookings, whatever. They ain't even on the show.
So they just kept.
Yeah, they just talking because they want you to feel like they're important.
Hey,
Yeah.
no gym cat. That's what we talking about right there.
Like, bro, stop selling me this bullshit. Like, you not working hard just because, like, we're not doing things the way you're doing them or the way you want us to do them doesn't mean we're not working hard.
You know, something I'm getting from y'all. It's a lot of outside the ring work. And it's a lot of behind the scenes. It's almost like an independent contractor. Y'all putting y'all own work in, making y'all own network, because y'all don't have a manager. You doing it for you, for y'all. Pardon me, for y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's an independent grind out there. Yeah. You know, so basically y'all are independent artists. Y'all free agents. Y'all free agents. Now, as your brother sees, you know, he in the gym all the time, man. And he, where the gym we at anyway. You over where you at, he where we at. And he'll see me coming. I actually introduced him to one of the kids I train, man, little indie wrestler. And, you know, he look up to your brother, man. You know, he be watching his page and all that. A little quiet dude, but he be watching him. You know, I go to a couple of his matches every now and then when I can make it out. And,
yeah, we don't have to talk about that because you haven't been to mine yet.
You know what? It's the dates, man. But we coming, bro. We coming. Trust me, we gonna be out
We
there.
wrestle far now. Like we don't even wrestle close now.
Yeah, we haven't wrestled close in a minute.
Give
That's a good
people out
thing,
here
Yeah,
that are, you know, maybe they thinking about getting into wrestling. Maybe we got some people out here that wrestle now, and they watching y'all success. And they see y'all, and you know, give them some words of motivation
I gotta get this off
about
my
the
chest.
grind and
Yeah, let me tell you, yo. If you want to wrestle, yo, be about it. Like if you're gonna wrestle, like don't be a fan. Don't be spending your money going to these shows, seeing other people that you could wrestle. Focus on your craft so that way you can get there.
Okay.
Like I tell my little cousin all the time, he plays basketball in high school, right? But he'll skip practice sometimes to go watch like Mikey Williams or something like that. Like, bro, y'all the same age, bro. You watching somebody else get better when you can be training.
Yeah.
Yo, if you want to get in professional wrestling, all that shy shit, yo, out the window, yo. Like, don't get on the podium. It's time to cut a promo.
There we go.
You whispering. Bro, how about the spot, bro? Like, how about the spot? Because I'm going to take your spot, bro. Like, you want me to have sympathy for you, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like, you come around, oh, I show up to practice all the time. What do you do?
Yeah.
Like, we have some people at the Monster Factory that just show up and just stand around. And then get upset when we come around, right? Every now and again we come around and we get bookings over them.
shining like new
Like, bro,
money.
you don't even work, bro. You just standing around. My shoulder hurt. Bro, I'm hurt too.
That's why you got to get it out there because some people think the grind is easy. You know, they it might look the way y'all post. Y'all might make it look that easy, but it's not. It's a grind. That's why I'm calling it a grind. You know, so you know you got to get that out there to the people, man. You got to let them know because this is y'all dream y'all chasing, and they got to respect it.
Yeah, he got a better physique than me. And when people be talking that shit, man, and they be like, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, whatever." I'm like, bro, have you seen my brother? Like this dude, like you are not putting in work.
You know, y'all touched upon something good, right?
Yeah.
As far as the physique in the physique realm, what are they? Because listen, you know, growing up, we had WWF. You know, we had Bam Bigelow's. We had we had some out of shape mofo, but then we had some in shape people too. You know, we had some Hulks. You know, we had a couple people. Like I know y'all like Razor. We had Ray. You know, are they going for it?
Lex Luger.
Character.
That's all. Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
I mean, what you put out there is what you display. If you're a dork, you know you're gonna go out there skinny and you're gonna have your little bow tie. If you're a Viking, you're gonna look like a Viking. You know, like if you want to be a soccer player, and I've seen that gimmick before, you go out there looking like a soccer player.
Yo,
what you portray is what you portray.
just gotta
we're big twins, so
we just gotta be us. Like I told him too, because like in the beginning. They were like, oh, don't get tattoos, don't work out this way, whatever, because this is how WWE wants it. But as we go, like, we did that for a little bit, that didn't get us signed. So we can do things our way.
Hey, who was y'all mentor? You mentioned that earlier. You when y'all said y'all saying, you said I got it from my mentor. Who y'all pay a little homage to him too, because I know
Thomas. Master McBlaster.
Shout him out.
Master McBlaster. Oh wait, Blaster McMaster. Yo, his wrestling name's different, but I call him Thomas the Blaster.
Okay.
Every time I say that around him, he says he's gonna kill me.
now is he your mentor or is that your coach? How does this?
He's great. Like he. So how the way I met him is I was coming to practice one time. And he was just getting back into wrestling. He wrestled for 10 years under I forgot the name of the promotion. But we had to do lockup drills, whatever, and he was like, I can tell, man, that you're about your work, whatever. He's just one of those dudes that just give it straight to you. Real big dude, 6'8", 320 pounds.
Got abs.
Like 10% body fat.
Yeah,
crazy.
Your brother like that shit.
Yeah.
He about that life. He like, he got that.
Every aspect
that you want.
that we desire to be.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
just-
For separate, you are bald, Thomas, but we don't want that.
But he's the sweetest dude in the world, and he drove us to shows. He's been trying to get us on shows. He's like, these are the guys.
Puts a
who
good
wanna
word
talk
in
to.
Invest
for
in
us.
y'all.
And you know, he's not somebody that's like that said, you know, I'm gonna put a good word in for you, and then you never hear from him again, or you see him again, and then he's like, yeah, bro, they didn't get back to you. I'm sorry. Like he has literally in front of our faces, like said to a promoter, like these guys are it. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys you want.
they
And
see it.
even if nothing comes out of it, I see him.
Yeah,
He gives us a storm talk, how the way he travels alone, people annoy him, then turn around and be like, yo, you traveling with me to the next show? Yeah, dude. Like,
as coaches, we see things in athletes, and as y'all get older, and if y'all ever, that's why I was asking you earlier, like, what's y'all end game? Do y'all want to coach one day? But y'all got so much, things change up as y'all still young. Yeah. But as coaches, you see things in athletes. And one thing I learned is you can't expect you out of your athletes for one. So that determines, how hard I could push a person. Because sometimes, we got great athletes under us, right? Mm-hmm. Great physiques, and it's like we talk amongst each other, like, man, like, bro, if the so they see things in y'all, but sometimes you got to let it develop organically. So for him to even invest in y'all and just try to put y'all in a certain position, that's real, man, and it's genuine. And you're not gonna catch a lot of people that's gonna do that for y'all because at the end of the day, they want something for them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If he been there already too,
so
make sure you listen to everything he say so you don't make the same mistakes he made. Like,
and he respects us.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
No matter what. Yeah. And we have different end games. Like my brother said, his end game. For me, like we have different end games. I'm going to wrestle until I can't wrestle no more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have the idea. And when we recorded for Apple TV, having those cameras on me, I
like it.
I love it. Yeah. My idea is to get signed, be a wrestler, stay whatever company I'm at. I want to have, like how The Miz does, have my own reality show, have my own side piece, and continue wrestling. I want wrestling to be my life.
I love privacy, man. I don't want all that.
And right now, I'm trying to get myself together for it.
You should handle the business.
My business for a little bit, man. When it's time.
But you know what? The way y'all coming in now, a lot of people did that. I could name a lot of artists. I used to be in the music industry when I was younger, so I know a lot of artists that came in, and for example, like Cam and Jim. Jim was Cam's manager, the road manager. He handled all of that. Now Jim out here doing. So you never know where life will end up taking you. Mm-hmm. But y'all already got that skill set. You already got the man. You like nah. But you know what? That's what you want to do. You want to play that back end of it. Yeah. Your brother the way your brother coming to gym, bro, he love that spotlight, man. He come
they looking at him.
But that's what he like. Yeah. So, y'all, this is stuff that y'all think about, man. This stuff y'all think about and let that flow and happen organically and develop, man, because I see, I'm sure a lot of us do. Your coach, your mentor, people see big things for y'all, and it's all about putting y'all in the right position and getting in front of the right people. You know what I mean? The right person watch this podcast, they ain't looking at us. They want to know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So let them know, the Kelly brothers, man.
Yeah. Hey, so we spoke a little bit off camera, and we were talking about like our lifestyle and stuff like that, and a lot of people are into the day in the life. Give the fans and the people out there a day in the life of a professional wrestler, like on a training day and like a show day. Like how do y'all get ready? How do y'all prepare?
Show day, waking up, and this is play by play. Wake up, we'll have breakfast. Depending on what time the show is, I probably won't have breakfast. I'm more into the promote my physique at the best time possible, and that means drying out my body as much as I can.
Mess with your performance?
Yeah, that's just for the look. When you go out there. That's just for the look.
But are you tired when you wrestle? I mean,
no. The adrenaline takes it.
Okay. It's probably not extreme as what we do. They gotta,
you guys, you'd be dead the day before the show because you're so dry. But I'm sure when it's your time to hit the stage, you don't feel it at all.
They can still drink a Gatorade.
Same for me. Like I'll dry my body completely. Won't eat. Won't drink. Won't do anything. Mm-hmm. And then when I get out there, usually when I get back and I crash, it's like, damn, I'm in bad shape right now.
We're eat, not eat. We're head to the show depending on time we get there.
Mm-hmm. Traveling.
Big thing that so we do is when we get there, because the traveling, you're just driving, right? It's not much to it.
I do not like
And then when you get there, number one thing we do is shake everyone's hand. Always. Say hello to everyone. Even come around and might even do it twice, make some conversation, make some connections.
Get your face out there, introducing yourself.
90% of wrestling is just standing around. So like if the show starts at like 8, we get there around like 3. That's 5 hours to kill. No, we really do. And then we're usually on later. Not to be like full of myself, but we're usually on later we would like to be on earlier though. So we go. But because usually it's far, but like we'll be on a little bit later and just stand around, man.
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll stay help out with the ring afterwards and do the the good stuff that we need to do.
Due diligence.
The due diligence that we do get.
Big words.
More
it's a manager right here.
I'm gonna make a call. But more than anything, like when we show up, we shake everybody's hands, and then we get to whoever our opponents are supposed to be. We talk it over. We never like to get over. Like we never like, okay, like we're doing
It's always
everything
what you
our
wanna
way.
do.
Yeah.
Well, our first questions are, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to take anything. You know what I'm saying? I do have an ego, but I'm willing to throw my ego to the side. But like, I don't know. Like if
Throw
you're
it to the side. What he means is later he gonna bitch at me.
But you know what? It's good. Y'all are work withable. You get what I'm saying?
yes,
So people, you know, y'all are well spoken, easy to work with.
Good character. Great character.
These are great character traits to have.
Man.
And y'all going from venue to venue,
Yeah.
and people passing this information on. Y'all are likable, and that's huge in any industry. Because if you're not likable, you ain't gonna get no work, right?
That's
They ain't gonna be booking y'all, right?
Yeah, but sometimes we're even like, sometimes we'll be out and we get spotted by
I was just about to say
Yeah.
that. No, we got spot. We went to Subway yesterday.
Yeah, how'd that feel?
That wasn't the only time though. We're not bringing up one moment.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
How it feel though? How it feel?
It's dude, I don't even know how to like describe it. It's like one of those like you don't even know what's coming. Of course you don't know what's coming, but you just look over and you just like, yo man, yeah, like I am me. Like yo man,
you get
how
a
you
taste
doing?
of it.
Yeah, oh dude,
like-
it feels
Yeah, you
so
get a taste
good,
of
man.
it. Yeah.
It's funny because I came into the gym, I think it was like 3-4 days ago, and there was a woman sitting on the couch. And when I came in, she looked at me. Like the first time I walked in, she like,
Double take.
yeah, and then she did it again, and then I'm like, okay, and then I went to go grab like something to drink. Then she's like, oh my gosh, I've been watching your show, and I'm like, oh man, I love that. Like
Brings me
I
into
get a
another
thrill off of
interesting
that.
question. But Grayson, I don't want to ask you this. I want to ask your brother. Cause I don't want him getting in no trouble.
Okay.
Groupies.
What?
Groupies.
Groupies.
Does it come with winning?
You single?
I'm single.
Oh, you
Does it come
single.
with women?
Yeah.
So do you play
Like-
both
like-
roles? Like I'm Grayson. I mean, you just do you double down on everything? Do you double down on both? Go to two
winning-
hotel rooms.
Winning attracts the audience, right? And you know, let's be real. You know, let's break the stereotypes here. You know, because you watching WWE. I watch a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of documentaries and stuff. Y'all some wild boys, and wrestlers some wild boys, man. So I ain't telling you to incriminate yourself. So
I definitely want to live that life for a little bit, man. You traveling around, meeting some different people.
but
I might be in your town soon.
Yeah.
And then a couple times, like girls just want to touch you, like they grab your arm when you go for.
Sometimes
a
you have the
stuff like
older
that.
ladies
Bro,
in the crowd too. There,
we know how that
Especially
is.
drooling.
Oh my gosh!
I be with my
daddy
girl.
shit.
I be with my girl, right? We at the beach, we walking, and it's always the mature ones.
Yeah.
They say the most craziest shit, bro. In front of my girl and everything, they don't care. They don't care.
I walked
Yeah.
out. A lady a couple times. Lady said, "You can sit right here on my lap." I'm in character. I'm trying to sit in that saggy lap. Like,
Why you make that old lady feel good, man?
They be
Why you
aggressive.
make that old lady feel good, man?
that's so inappropriate. It's just so inappropriate. I'm waiting for the day, man.
It's not
I feel
inappropriate.
so.
I like
I feel
it.
so bad.
I would have messed with her a little bit. Made her feel good, put a smile on her face. He said, nah.
It's part of the act, right?
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day for I'm waiting for the day where somebody feels like because we could get real heated crowds sometimes, and we won't give. Like I'll go and I'll go.
Now, did y'all ever experience that though? Like any type
we
of drama
got
from the
last
crowd,
Last
like
night we did. So
negative reaction?
my biggest rule, and I'm teaching him, is like as like a bad guy, one person gets one interaction. Like I'm never gonna go back and forth with you. I got too many people in here.
Yeah.
Why would I ever go back and forth with
Yeah.
you? So like last night, this fan like she had this sign saying "You suck," and she like shoved it in my face, and I like pulled it down a little bit, and I was like, "Yeah, go home. I'll go ahead and take that home with you, all right?" And then she got all upset or whatever, and I hear her like cussing and fussing, right? And I'm just like scrolling back and forth.
I'd have winked at her.
I didn't even look at her, dude. Like I didn't even look at her. I just like I walked past her one time. She said something. All right, I'm talking to somebody else, and I had to walk past the other way to get to the part of the ring. Walk past it, didn't say anything. You get one interaction.
Yeah.
Do it be racial slurs sometimes?
No.
Like, do some people get out of pocket like
Because I was
that?
gonna say, it's
I'm just
entertainment.
curious. I
So,
mean, you go to an NBA game, they talking junk. You go to a baseball game. I remember Barry
I got
Bonds
the
played.
big FUs
They talking
before
crap.
the
with
air,
Barry.
man.
We get
Okay.
the FU
Yeah.
sometimes, but like sometimes like me, like I'm the bigger one between us, and sometimes it's like I'm so in the character. Sometimes I mean it. Like
Nothing
y'all can't
handle.
Like I'm
Yeah.
hey, you can say what you want. We can get as heated as you want to do. I'll go back and forth with you. I don't and do my job at the same time. But if you want, tell me what it is. You know,
the professionalism
but don't grab
in
me
y'all-
though. Don't touch me.
Y'all
'cause I
know
won't
y'all
touch you.
limit. Y'all know what y'all could do.
Yeah.
When we watch wrestling, we see the interaction with the fans. So that's part of, I would think that's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you want the fans to interact a little bit negatively.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
But it's just that, like, sometimes we could talk as much trash. I don't care about the trash talking, but just please don't touch me. Because if you touch me,
There's limits
at that
to it,
point,
boundaries.
you're a part of the show.
Unless
And
you're
I
a
would-
bad
You a part of the show.
You can touch me.
Suplex.
You can't touch me unless you a bad Joan.
No,
That
but
brings us back to the groupies.
He ready.
I'm in love with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Good one. I like that.
You know how it be sometimes.
That's crazy.
But ultimately though, like just the whole aspect of it, I'm with anything. Like the great thing about being a bad guy, you could play towards anything, literally anything. But it's just the touching. Don't touch me. I don't even stick my hand out for people to touch me. I don't allow that at all. If I was a baby face, yeah, sure. And
Wait, that's really a terminology? A baby face?
Baby face and heel. Yeah, if I was a baby face, yeah, I'll stick my hand out and stuff like that. But like if I'm a heel, some people that are heels, they'll take people's posters and rip them in half.
tell us the
and stuff
difference.
like
Baby
me,
face, heel,
I won't
baby
touch
face.
nothing.
Go ahead, explain. Baby
So a heel is, your job is just to make the baby face look good. It's the heel is just to get
the
the
bad
people
guy.
to hate you as much as you can. Like if we were going out, and we were heels, we'll go out first. I get the crowd to hate me as much as possible. So that way, during my entrance, I get them to hate me so much that when your music hit, they're going ballistic for you. Like, these are the guys that are going to come and kick these guys' ass. You freaking love it. My job is to make you look as good as possible. My job is to be dumber than you, but to be dirtier than you. Like, I can't be a better wrestler than you being a heel. I'm supposed to be dumb, clueless. I have to cheat to win. I got to rake your eye, give you the underlays. You know what I'm saying? But your job is to get the crowd behind you, to get them cheering for you, to get those people behind you, and like give them something to believe in. My job is to take that
At the
away
end, I'm
from
gonna
them.
shut that shit down.
My job is to send them home crying, like, oh my gosh, like he should have lost. No, I won, and I'm the champion. You know what I'm saying?
How many hours a week you got to put in? So do you got to like 3 days a week go to get in the ring, practice falling, practice getting
So in the
slammed?
beginning, yeah, you
I know
spend
it's a lot of
time-
technique into that.
You spend a lot of time doing that. That's
Yeah.
not our main focus right now.
Uh-huh.
Our main focus is in the gym right now, but definitely in the beginning stage, we were in there like 4 or 5 days a week. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just especially when I was training him, like that's all we did was like.
You actually trained your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, man.
You showed you the ropes, son. Little bro showed you the ropes, son. You all right?
Class be going on. I'll pull him to the side, bro. You don't need to worry about that shit right now. Let's get your suplex done. Let's get your German done. Like those are things that I want him to get comfortable with. But as far as like training, man, like it's like that in the beginning. But right now, like that's not our main focus. Is we have a rhythm.
Yeah.
So when we do work in the ring, it's all about posture and placement for the camera and trying
getting ready
be
to
as
be
big
on
as
TV.
possible.
Yeah.
It's not so much about the moves or like the psychology of it. It's about how we look while we're doing it. So it's just a simple drill that we do. We do it over and over and over that we learn from Mike Hollow. And then that's it. Like that's all we ever do when we have free time.
It's funny because we could totally relate this back to everything that we do as far as bodybuilding. Man. Yeah, everything goes back to it, man. Right. That's funny. So let me ask y'all this, right? I want to come back to events that y'all got, but right now, but no, I'm sorry. I want to come back to the podcast, not to the podcast, to the
TV show.
Apple TV, to the TV series, right? But first, do y'all have what's y'all schedule looking like? Let us know, let the world know, the people know what y'all got coming up, man. We got people out here that want to come check y'all
We got a
out.
couple followers right now, man. I'm a busy guy.
Look, they know what time it is, baby. You know what I mean? They see us out here working with
Let's
Los.
see what we got.
But what y'all got coming up throughout the? I mean, just give us your schedule as far ahead as y'all can.
Okay.
Let the people know the big events y'all got coming up. Maybe some dates to throw out there to come check y'all out, see what's going on, man.
Okay, so the 27th we have Wrestling Open. That's in Massachusetts, Worcester.
That's the 27th of March.
April.
I'm sorry. Now that's in Boston, in Massachusetts.
Yes,
now we
sir.
got some fans up there in Boston. We got some families, some Supreme team up there in Boston.
White Eagle.
You know, so
yeah,
well,
Winchester.
we definitely got some Boston
And the
family in the house.
13th, we have AAW. That's in Woodbury.
Okay.
Atlantic All-Star Wrestling with a tag team champion.
Now that's local. So if y'all in South Jersey, the Philadelphia area, the tri-state area, you know, come check the boys out, man. Support the Kellys. Let's get it.
And then the 14th of May, we have wrestling futures. Oh snap! I always mess this up. But Wrestling Future Association. So WFA, we have that up in Concord, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So, and man, I keep messing that up, but I love them though. Like, I love the fans out there. Every time we go out there, they even recognize us when we go out and stuff like that.
Different.
Some families, like one family told us, like, yo, we only go to shows once a month, and we want to see you guys when we come. And that hit hard.
That's real. Yeah, that's real.
that
We'll
hit
most
hard.
likely be. We don't have the date set yet, but we'll be back in Delaware.
Now, not to say any event is bigger than one, but do y'all have
Okay.
anything major coming up?
Oh, you can say that.
Like
Yeah,
something that y'all really are anticipating as far as a match.
Worcester, Wrestling Open. So
Okay.
Wrestling Open and Beyond Wrestling, that's where most wrestlers go before they get signed.
Okay.
That's where a lot of like wrestlers who are signed on got most of their exposure from Wrestling Open and Beyond.
Now, when is that?
That's the 27th.
That's the 27th.
27th of April. Yeah, in
Okay.
Worcester.
So
Right
talent
here.
scouts come there most of the time to see
It's just
what
a big
the.
production, man. Like here, I'll search up their Instagram, man. They have so many followers. Like you have to be on Wrestling Open for a little bit before you get on Beyond, but you can go back and forth. Like Beyond Wrestling has almost 35,000 followers, man.
Beyond Wrestling. Make sure y'all check
Yeah.
out their IG. Beyond Wrestling.
So those are the guys. Like right now, one of their top tag teams is Milk Chocolate. And, I want those guys, man. I want you bad, man. Let's get straight to it, as I say.
Yeah, milk chocolate. Let's make it happen. Set it up with the Kellys. Set it up with the Kellys.
Hey, so you said y'all were the tag team champions in one of the federations. Now, with that said, like, how is it joint? You got to join different federations and like,
Different
do you have to
belts,
pay to
different
get in
federations,
there,
yeah.
or is it just one like form system of a bunch of wrestlers? Y'all can go anywhere and compete
So it
anywhere
depends
for
on the
exposure.
potential. It depends. So like when you work on shows, if they like you, they put you on the show. You don't never have to pay. There's no opportunity. They pay you to wrestle.
Goes back to being
But
like.
when you're trying to, but when you're trying to train at other places, it's all about the discretion of the trainer. Like when I got suspended from the Monster Factory, I was driving 2 hours to go to ECAW, which is like all the way North Jersey. I said to the dude, I was like, what do you want me to pay you? Like $10, $15? He's like, nah, dude, you're good.
Yeah.
He was like, just come down here when you can.
Yeah.
And then I was wrestling at the wrestling shop that's in Philadelphia. I was paying $30 every time $30 every time I went. You know what I'm saying? But like we bumped. It was only like a 4-person class.
Yeah.
We got working. So it was just funny thing is 2 kids in that class were just starting off. Ethan and Junie, and I call them my young boys.
Yeah.
And now we're wrestling them May 13th.
Word.
They came up, huh? They
Yeah.
came up. Yeah.
About to whoop on that
I'm about to
ass.
say you got to show them a lesson though. Show them a lesson,
I
man.
love them boys, and it's emotional for me because I used to give them so much tips. They'll call me and text me like, "What do you think about this? What you think about that? Should I talk to this person? Should I not talk to that person?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bro, like
You mentored them in a sense.
Yeah, you gave back
and
to
now
the
I
sport.
get to wrestle them and see.
But see, that's
Yeah.
what I'm learning is that's you. That's you.
Yeah.
The more and more you talk to me and you telling me your story, I'm seeing I'm seeing coach out of you. You know what I mean? I'm seeing manager out of you. You gonna be the one that help carry y'all as far as your brother go. He gonna be the star. Not that you ain't gonna be the star,
Hey,
but you gotta help. Y'all gotta, bro. It's a team. It's a team effort, man. I'm just excited for y'all.
And I said
I'm excited
that.
for
I think it
y'all
went
growth,
over
y'all
your head.
future.
I was like, I kind of was trying to say you was kind of like the Rich Paul of the situation, because you was like, I'm more into the business aspect, and he's like, I love the spotlight. So I was like, y'all should be together no matter what, because
sometimes we were.
you'll make sure y'all don't get fucked over,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
for
you
sure.
gonna and
He
you
gonna
know,
get
and you
the
know how to
money.
push him, and then he love the spotlight, so it's gonna blow even more. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
It's a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
It's great.
We
Yeah.
Kevin Kelly came to the Monster Factory and he had us cut promos in front of him.
Yeah.
This is the first time this is the craziest shit I've ever
Now
seen.
pause 1 second for the people who don't know who Kevin Kelly is.
Oh, he's the scouting agent for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
Like he's one of the top guys there. And he's the guy you want to talk to when you want
Commentator
to
as well.
So if
Yeah.
Kevin Kelly that dude basically.
Yeah,
That's
for
Kevin
sure.
Kelly that dude.
He came. I've never seen this type of promo on a professional level. Like a guy to come in, and he's like, "All right, yo, you, cut a promo. 1, 2, 3, go."
Yeah.
And it's like
No
you just gotta
preparation,
talk.
go.
You just gotta talk.
Spit.
And my brother looks at me, and I look at him. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I just calmed down. I was like, "No, I do this shit.
that's right.
Yeah, I do this shit."
Hell
So like,
yeah.
we had to go on third. I knew he was going to pick us. He didn't even tell who was coming out, but I knew we were going to get picked, right? And then he's like, my brother's like tapping me. He's like, yo, bro, what do you want to talk about? Like, what you want to do? I'm like, no,
I just
don't
need
worry
a
about
topic. And I'm like, we don't go over line for line.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like,
organic.
Don't worry about it. You'll go. When it's time to go, you'll go.
Yeah.
Get up there, I go, and then he goes and
the
then
10th.
kills it.
To the 10th foul.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Like he started doing like what was that line you said? Like, oh,
You want me to say it for you in
Chinese?
Chinese?
And then he
No,
goes,
slick,
though,
it's
talking
really like
slick,
that.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. We do it just, and my brother played to me while I say, you want me to say it for you in
Then
Chinese?
we back up and then lean in.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. That'd be cool though. So like I don't know, when it's for his time to go, I just gotta calm him down, and then when he gets there, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So we work well together.
Y'all see
beautiful.
big things out
That's
of
beautiful,
y'all,
man.
Y'all definitely that 1-2 punch, bro.
I hope so.
And, you know, y'all it's giving the industry something new, something that they need. It's not they can't duplicate y'all.
No.
They can't, not y'all style, not who y'all are, not what y'all bring, y'all appearance. Just keep being yourselves.
Yeah.
Keep doing what y'all doing. I see it happening. As long as you stay dedicated to your dream, man, and honoring your craft and what y'all do. Y'all been doing this already for 10 plus years. You know what I mean? Keep doing what y'all
We
do.
have I put it out there, we have our flaws, and and I think our biggest flaw right now is the patience is not there. We want it right now.
That's something you'll get with age. That shit come with age, man.
It's
Patience.
just
Y'all
insanity.
at 23, when you look back at 33, it'd be like, damn, if I would have foreseen all of this shit happening within 10 years,
I've been chilling.
like you wouldn't been going as hard as you've been going. Y'all only where y'all at right now because the work y'all put into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you as an OG, just even when you make it, embrace this moment because this is what you're going to be thinking about. Like what's that? What J. Cole said, it's beauty in the struggle. Yeah. I said it in our last podcast too, because that's it's real. You know what I'm saying? When you do make it and say you make it big and you in WWF and y'all win the tag team title, now y'all blowing up the bike lights on. Your whole career gonna flash before your eyes.
You think
and
back
you're gonna
to
think
the
about them
small
small spots you was wrestling in. You're gonna think about them days you had to get him to let's go and push each
gonna
other.
remember
And that's when you're gonna cry because
the
you're like,
fans
damn.
that was rocking
the
with
beauty,
y'all.
the beautiful part was when we was coming up.
Like the
Now
people
we
y'all
here.
telling me in New Hampshire, when you blow, you remember them. That's who. You know why? Because it was genuine.
Yeah.
When you won, it's hard to tell who genuine.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
That's
remember the
what I'm scared
fan.
of.
Hey, we come here for y'all. It excites us every time y'all come to town. Y'all remember that, man.
Yeah.
And then when you go back to TV, look for them fans, bro. Word up. So you know what? You think about it. New Hampshire's one of my favorite places to wrestle coming up. So it's gonna have a special
It
place
is
to
to
y'all.
something.
You know what I mean? It's gonna have a special place to y'all.
To piggyback on that, so like when he said that about the fans, how are y'all branding yourself? Like, are y'all giving
that's
pictures
our
out?
flaw, too.
Are
That's
y'all
our
are
flaw,
y'all giving pictures out? Are y'all signing stuff? How are y'all connecting with the fan
So
base
we just had a conversation
to where they have
last
a
night
memorable
about, like,
experience with you guys?
I've been pushing for it so hard.
Yeah.
We had a conversation last night about shirts.
Yeah.
And he wants to like order shirts. And like I wrestled like of course longer than he has, and I've never got shirts. For the simple reason is they go fast.
Yeah.
Right? The first set you get is always gonna go to friends and family members and everything. And then the next set is gonna go to like the fans that support you. And then after that, then you're only gonna have like shirts on standby. Like they're just gonna go fast. So like in my opinion, I think they're a waste of money. Right, until I can get a company to make them for me.
It's marketing. It's marketing.
Waste
It's
of
marketing.
money for
See,
one.
it's
Now you
not
got
small.
free,
Yeah.
social
It's marketing.
media thing, but where y'all at now? And listen, I'm just telling y'all off our personal experience. You know, we run a few businesses. You know, I run the meal prep business, Fit Meals, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, my wife runs Heart Fitness. You know, the studio.
Yeah.
You know, he runs
Phenomenal.
Science Fitness. You know, the
Yeah.
training. You know, we all are collaborate in Supreme Team. You know, this is what we do. So, running multiple businesses, you pick up and you learn. Because trust me, coming in the door as minorities, they wasn't trying to show us nothing, man. You know, we had to learn all this on our own. And even with sponsorships, you know, like we spoke to y'all briefly off camera about this. We was like, you know, why keep invested into these? Because that's what it is. We might not be giving them the money, but we're investing our time and our resources and our energy into them promoting this business, right?
Yeah.
So we making them look better.
Right.
But at the same time, we could be promoting ourselves, putting our time and energy and resources into us and making us look better.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the t-shirts.
Look at it as a business.
Right.
When you
give
rock
them
a
first ones
t-shirt-
out for free.
When
Just
you
so
rock
it's
the
out there.
t-shirt,
Thank you.
When
That's
y'all out
exactly
there-
what I've been saying.
when we pull up, we got all our own gear on.
Yeah. And you know what you tell them? Not to cut you off, bro. Take a picture with my shirt on, hashtag me, you know what I mean?
That's
Tag me
how
in
you
it.
build
Now
your
you
brand.
putting that out. Now you got free more. Now you got a commercial.
Yeah, so
You
right
basically
now,
got a commercial now.
You got
Right now,
25
you
people
have
with your
a-
shirt.
with your shirt on.
And you got that picture of 25 people with your shirt on? Come on, man.
That's what
And if you really
going.
want to be smart, and the Kellys are LLC, you can write that off.
That's what I've been like, because right now I do have a better financial job than my brother does right now. So right now he keeps telling me like, hold off on the shirts, hold off on the shirt. I already
They got pro wrestling tees.
Yeah.
We just
I saw that.
That's what we're
So
trying
we're
to get
trying
on
to
right
get
now.
on that now.
Because they're make out shirts for us.
Yeah.
Right, but I already made our shirts, and they look really good. So
I
want.
don't mean like the design, like physically, they're making for you. You can order.
Mm-hmm.
So
My thing
I'm
is,
gonna go that route.
I want to. It doesn't matter which route we take.
Yeah.
I want to get them on hand. Yeah. I literally, because wrestlers nowadays, luckily for me having a good financial position right now, I will pay $400 or $500 for shirts, and right now we're working on where we're going to get the shirts from, and then I'm going to buy them.
Yeah.
Most wrestlers they'll say, okay, $10 for a picture, or I'll sell you a shirt for $25. Me on the other hand, I want to take your route for it. That's the way I've been speaking. I'll pay $500 for shirts and give them out for $5, and if you don't want to give me $5, take the shirt, please.
And wear it.
Just wear it.
Because I remember back, and it ain't always got to be your favorite wrestler. Y'all remember Al Snow?
Yeah, I remember Al
Y'all
Snow.
remember Al Snow started ECW? Remember, I'm talking about bottom of the bed. Al Snow started ECW before he went to WCW.
Right.
He made it all the way to WCW. All for what? Fucking mannequin heads. Does everybody want? Yeah. He came up, he was giving out mannequin heads to the audience and shit. That's what she did, mannequin heads.
Yeah, it's an investment in yourself. It's never going to be a waste.
Right, so it's
never going to be a
aspects.
waste, bro.
Right.
You're investing in yourself.
So we're doing the shirts right now. The different aspect that we're gonna bring into is we're working on. I just ordered them today. Is chains. We're gonna have a new change that says Kelly on
There you
it
go. That's
with
what I'm
shirts. So
talking
that
about.
way we could
And
we'll
that's
buy
y'all
cheaper
style.
chains, hand out chains with the Kellys on it, so that way they can have that merchandise as well. Come out with the shirts as well. It's one thing we do in the ring where in the middle of the ring. We'll say to them, you want a souvenir? And then we'll take off our elbow pads and throw it at their face. So we want to give out elbow pads as well so they can have elbow pads. Yeah, I think it would be even funnier
That's a whole
when we
nother
throw our
cash flow
elbow
stream.
pads and the whole crowd throw their elbow pads as well. I think that would be actually extremely
Listen,
funny.
that's a whole nother cash flow stream you're talking about.
Yeah,
man.
so elbow pads, shirts, chains.
You know what that's for?
We're only selling stuff that we wear.
Promotion.
That's it.
That's called promotion. And then what y'all do is start trademarking y'all lines. Like Mr. T, I pity the fool. Come on, man. What you just said? What you say with the elbow pad?
That's fire.
Yeah, take them off and throw them at.
What's your same line?
We want this. We want that souvenir.
You want a
Yeah.
souvenir?
I see that on the shirt,
I was about to
though.
say.
You want a
I
souvenir?
said, you want a souvenir? Yeah. That's hard. Listen, man.
That's hard. I like
Don't
that.
nobody tell y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all flowers now, man. I've been saying it all day since y'all got here, bro. Yo, man, y'all young dudes is fly. Y'all got
Yeah, y'all
something
fly as
going.
hell, man.
Don't let that shit
Much respect.
pass y'all. They not gonna give y'all flowers. They not gonna give y'all respect because they y'all peers. You know, especially when you making moves that they not making. You know, as an OG. From an OG, we got 10 years plus on y'all, so we see, man. We gonna this what we supposed to
I'm
do.
27. I
We
don't know what
supposed
you're
to
talking
encourage the young boys to do better. As we see y'all coming up and what y'all doing, you know, we gonna help y'all honor it, man. If it's any type of way we can push y'all,
I'll definitely
want
wanna
to
support you guys,
definitely
man.
with it, man. You know what I mean? Because we respect what y'all doing.
Definitely. And y'all classy, man. Like, I love the character in the class, man.
You
Like,
got your head on straight.
For real,
Both
for
of
real.
y'all,
I wanna see
you know
y'all
what
win,
I mean,
man. I
like
wanna see
yo,
y'all win.
I watch how y'all move, how y'all grind, man. I respect it. You know what I mean? And y'all really doing things. And I want to continue to see y'all grow with that. You know what I'm saying?
And we're able to turn it on and we're able to turn it off as the same. Like, I know you haven't been to our show live yet, but when you do get a chance, and you know, we're definitely get straight with the dates and everything like that is. And some fans, they honestly can't believe talking to us sometimes because the way we are out there, we're nothing like that.
You go to the
Professional,
character.
son.
Yeah, you
Professional.
go to character. You know, when we step on stage, we gotta be a certain way too. Shit, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, we gotta go on
But
the
y'all
character.
experience though, like sometimes, like my brother's able to turn it off a lot faster than I'm able to turn it on when I need to. It's hard for me to turn it off. Like I'll be in character while I'm taking off my
I'm
boots.
not-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's hard to get out.
But that means you fully
down.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie. You might want to take it manifested in the acting then, cause you could get that deep into your role. That's another
Well,
talent
this is
that
what
you
I was
have,
thinking
bro.
for him.
And you already in the entertainment industry, so I'm like, bro, don't marginalize yourself. You know what I mean?
Right,
don't
right.
marginalize.
You gotta take
You're
advantage
young,
of
you
it.
handsome, you got a
Yeah.
great physique, you can act. You like the spotlight? Come on, bro.
I did do theater.
You could be in a movie. You could be in a
Promo
come on,
for
take that
yourself.
shit somewhere.
You got all the pieces here, right? Like y'all see all the work that we do, and not just us, but what everybody do with Los, right? Los, he's an all-around visionary. That's why they call him Santana Visionary, right?
Yeah.
So Los it's a one-man band. He do our podcast, he do our videos, he do our photos. I don't go to nobody else.
Yeah,
It ain't about the price. It's about the quality and the connection that
And
we
the
have,
person.
right?
The person.
Well, that's what I
The
mean
person.
about the connection that we have. Those do
Yeah.
great work, and we got a connection. I can't rock with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it comes to money, we give our money to this man.
And then we also promoting him. So we
Yeah,
like
yeah. And-
go to my
and-
boy. We bring him. We try
you
to bring
got-
him business.
My point being is, you got all the resources around. Y'all can't wait on them people to give y'all photo shoots. Y'all can't wait on these people to do promo for y'all. Start doing y'all own. Man, you could go. Y'all could do. Hey, listen, it's the Kelly, boom, 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 boom. They get on there, and start doing some promo right now. All it is quality. Get y'all some quality. And get to work, man, and start really go home
That's
and
the
brainstorm
hard
on what
part
y'all
right
next
now,
move.
is
You know
quality.
what? But y'all got both of y'all. And when we listen, 6 months ago, it's been longer than that now. You stepped off stage in July. I want to say almost a year ago. You know, me and him sat down. Now we know we family, but we said, yo, why we doing this separately? Why? I said, when we come together, 2 of us is better than 1, right?
Straight up.
Then I brought my girl, and I said 3 of us better than 1, right? Then my girl brought one of her friends, and I said 4 of us is better than 1, right? And we all got different avenues, and it connected us. Now it's almost 100 of us under one umbrella. You understand my point?
Yeah.
And with that, you get more resources. Everybody has something to bring to the table.
Yeah.
You know, and y'all got a lot of people around y'all. Start using those resources around y'all and building y'all brand.
I
up,
think
man.
in the
Yes, sir.
aspect,
Yes, sir.
and I'll take your advice. You know, or you
Yeah.
know how me and you and your relationship
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
It's great to do that when you have a lot of people that has the mindsets behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For us, it's not like that. You
Yeah.
know, for us, it's we
a lot
want to
of
be a
pretend.
believer because you made us a believer. That doesn't make you a believer.
Yeah.
For us, it's my group is extremely small. It's my brother and I, and it's Brian, and that's it
Yeah.
in terms of goals achieved. My brother and Brian are the only people I could look at and say, like, damn, like we us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got the same goal. And I have a friend group and we're all friends and stuff like that. But Brian and my brother, and Brian is like a brother from another mother for me. Like, it's just like we have the same vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brian don't want to be a wrestler, but Brian wants to be successful, you know? And Brian goes to the gym. Me and him was gym partners, like you guys, for like 10 years.
No. He taught you know the young boy Brian.
Light skin boy.
My girl coaches girl.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Tall,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right. So like me and him, we've been
I
in
got
it.
you.
We've been in it from the grind. You know, like Brian was my gym partner before my brother became my gym partner.
But see, Brian riding with you.
Riding
And that's
with
all
me.
you need.
And it's
You know
every
who riding with you.
every aspect of the vision. We're the same. I remember we got into an argument like 2 weeks ago, and you know, he just being petty. He said, "Ryan, I don't even know if I can mess with you anymore. We don't even see the same vision." Called me 5 days later. He said, "You know, I be saying bullshit."
Yeah, but your circle gonna get smaller as you get older, man.
Oh, bro, but like
The more successful you get, and as you get older, your circle gonna get smaller.
Those are the
'cause
guys-
The fake one's gonna fall off.
those are the guys, my brother and Brian, those are the guys I can lean on for anything. And you know, and those are the guys I will walk into just a pitch black valley and you say,
Look,
you know
the
what,
band
we're
is
getting
together.
out of this together.
That's all y'all need. The band
Right.
is together, man. Listen, once you share your vision with the rest of the team, and y'all all see it clear, y'all can't be stopped.
And I wanna, and you know, I wanna add to that group, but it's like when you think somebody has the same vision as you, and you think that they do, and then when it comes to the, you know what, it's like this is a difficult spot. We need to do this, and they're like, oh well. I got this, and
I go
then
through that a
I
lot,
have
yeah.
to do this.
I don't have nobody, but-
and
you know what?
then,
And
like,
that's
nah,
how
bro,
everybody-
like we riding, we doing this right
That's how
now.
gotta
You know what I'm
keep it,
saying?
man. Listen, quality over quantity. Like I just told y'all, it started with me, him, and my girl. We didn't have no numbers.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't. You know, people don't believe in you.
Yeah.
They don't believe in you till they start to see you rise. Once we started to push our work out there, and they get to see, now they start believing, right? They was not
Yeah.
believers. You know, that's okay. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Remember the ones that stuck with y'all, but y'all gotta ride off each other. You know what I mean? Start putting some plans together. Start getting y'all stuff out there, man, because y'all got it.
It's like that idea of like when you're digging and don't stop digging because that diamond
feet
is
from
right
gold.
there.
3
You know
feet
what I'm
from
saying?
gold.
Yeah, that's just
What's
crazy.
the difference between my group and the people that rides with you, it's like this. You're digging and that shovel breaks. You have the people that's going to get out of the hole, go to the store, look for another shovel. Now, me and my boys throwing the shovel behind us, and we're going hands, and we're clawing, we're digging, and we're going to go until our hands go off. And if our hands go off, then we're elbowing. And those are the only two guys I know that in that hole, we're going to get what we want out of it. And it's on that is that, and just so like cheesy, like trusting with my life. Not trusting with my life. It's more of the aspect is I trust them with my success. I will never be successful if I don't have those two guys behind me, you know? And it's crazy because at first I thought it would only be my brother. And, you know, it's rare to meet somebody that has the same idea, the same vision that you have. And if you have that, oh my gosh, like I know I haven't reached my success, but when you have that, you feel it. It's like we were talking off camera about like, don't wait to get there to be that. Be it now. Be it now. I'm in the gym, as you guys did, with my hoochie daddy shorts, with my swagger, with my earrings popping.
Yo, you check him. He look like, no lie. He remind me of Bo Jackson, bro. He got everything but the hoop area. He over there chewing the gum. With the stringer on, the shorts on. I say, yo, he cool as hell.
But I'm like that now, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm not waiting for anything. I'm like that now. It's the idea that I have now. Sometimes I skip going to the bar with my friends. Sometimes I won't go out. Sometimes like, man, I got a show and I won't apologize for it. Like, damn, I'm sorry, I have a show. No, I'm sorry. It's like I got a show. You know what I'm saying? And Brian's the number one man to be like, you got a show, go kill that. And my other friends be like, come on, Rod. You know what I'm saying? There's no come on, Rod.
You see that vision,
you know what I'm saying? Bro, he believes in me more than anything.
He want to see you get there.
Well, more than anything, he wants tickets to be there.
That come with the territory, right?
That come with it. That come with the package. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, out of those two guys, it's other people outside of that I trust, that I believe in. But when it comes down to crawling and digging and getting what you want, and if it's like, this is the apocalypse, Thanos has surfaced. Bring the people you can to fight Thanos. Even though
when he's against Thanos, I'm fighting with Thanos.
But like, we're going to go fight Thanos. We're going to go fight that apocalypse. And I couldn't be more grateful is when you find those people. And luckily for me, unfortunately for you guys had to find that. And you know, you find that person. But like for us, I was born with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I found somebody. So
yeah, that's a blessing, man. That's a true blessing.
I can't even say we found each other. We kind of just stumbled upon each other.
Really?
It was organic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just organic. You know what I mean? Like ideals. You know what I mean? Men of like ideals gonna fall in line with each other.
You know what's real? I will call him. Hey, boy, I'm bugging, bro.
He would. See, I was his reason. I was his reason.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, tell me if I'm tripping, bro. Tell me if I'm tripping.
But he valued my opinion.
You ain't tripping. You. The way you coming up, but you ain't tripping. All right. All I ain't tripping, bro. I'll be questioning about, you know what I mean? With situations. Yeah. And I'm sure y'all do the same thing.
Oh, I'm more like that to him than anything. Yeah, y'all He'll start speaking. I'm like, bro, you bitching. Like, it's straight up. And Brian's like that. Me and Brian's more equal in that aspect. Brian be saying, sometimes I talk my shit, and Brian like, bro, you bitching, bro. Just come to the gym. And then sometimes, you know, it's the vice versa. I say it more to him now. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You bitching. Like, I'm sick of hearing this. Sometimes I'll see you at the gym and hang up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like you just need that. You know, you need that one person to just keep it real with you. Stop bullshit. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm glad they cut it out on Apple TV. We were doing wheelbarrows. They had me mic'd up. Yeah. And we're doing wheelbarrows, and he talking. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up and just do it.
They're supposed to leave that raw shit in there. So look, let's get back to that real quick, man, before we close this out. You know, because we'll try to keep this thing about an hour or so, right?
Yeah.
Let's jump back to the Apple TV.
Yeah. And you want to end with that? Nah, I'm messing with that.
I really want to push this out there, man, because you know, like we support y'all. We want y'all to get the views. We want y'all to get y'all name out there. We want the people to know who the Kellys are.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit about that. Tell the people how they can access this. You know what it's on. As far as we know, it's on Apple TV, but times. You know,
Apple TV Plus.
There we go. Give them the information they need to check this out. If it's a YouTube, if it's a link on y'all page, make sure y'all tell them y'all Instagrams. I want to get y'all Instagrams out there too. You know what I mean? So
we'll be able to pop it up on the screen here. Yeah. We'll be able to pop it up on the screen. So we can pop it up on the stream.
I would say inward that. Inward, how people can get in contact with y'all.
We're gonna pop up our Instagram and YouTube, the Kelly Twins, and
So the YouTube is what exactly is the YouTube?
it's just the Kelly Twins.
The Kelly Twins.
Yeah,
so
we're
make
pop
sure
up
we
there.
search that on YouTube.
And
our email is
we'll put up the email as well, and also Apple TV Plus. I believe the first 30 days is no cost.
So look, the first 30 days of Apple TV Plus is free. So get y'all asses on there and check this out.
Straight up.
Run the views up.
Run them up.
Don't wait till my boys get there, get
straight
on.
to it.
Try
Don't
to
be
go
a
back and
sucker.
check it out later. Don't be a sucker because y'all ain't getting no damn t-shirts when they drop.
Season 2 is going to come up. Season 2, but season 2 can't happen without the views, obviously.
Yeah.
So definitely run that up. If you watch it, it's only going to take 3 hours for you to watch it in full. It's only 6 episodes, 30 minutes each.
Yeah.
And then after you watch it, I want you to go into the kitchen, get a drink of water, go back to the couch and watch it again.
Hey, so since this is no Jim Cat, usually he is the more nefarious person.
Okay.
That's just the way it is.
Give us an idea. Like you guys said, you had some strong emotions about some situations that went on with the show, and you said you wanted to delve into that.
Yeah.
Like,
How do we want to go about? I'll say let me go because I'm trying to say this as professional as possible. A lot of things, how the way people behaved on the show behind closed doors. That's not good. Like, don't fake put in the work. Don't not be around all year, and then when the camera shows up, you act like you're the hardest working person, and you're not. We're not the hardest working person in the room, so to speak, as far as like the work that people put in there. But we work hard in our own way. Stop discrediting. I'm just going to speak for us. Stop discrediting us for the way we go about things. 1,000 people are telling us do it this way, do it that way. We're going to do it the way we want to do it.
There we go.
And what's comfortable for us. We don't want to burn no bridges. We don't want to be disrespectful. I appreciate all the help people give us, but we're going to take a little piece of that and we're going to put it in with our puzzle. And then we're going to take another piece from somebody else and we're going to put it this way. Just because we're not, and this is to all the promoters and the people that help, just because we're not doing it exactly the way you're saying, doesn't mean we're not listening. Man. We appreciate all the love. We just got to learn how to do this our way and what's comfortable for us.
And that's a good message. That's a good message because I think that across many fields, not just in your profession, but a lot. You know, it's not always only one way to get things done. And that's the honest truth. You know, and like you said, you gotta respect the people, even if y'all didn't ask for it, their opinions or whatever. You know, they might not mean no harm by it. They might mean well. You know,
It's all love. Yeah.
but all due respect,
territory.
it's 2023, and you know, it might have been books on this, but y'all gonna rewrite it. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna rewrite the book and show them how to do things other ways. Show them how to do things y'all ways. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got anything you want to go for shows?
Ultimately, we are fully aware not everything is about us, and just ultimately we're open to everything. We're open to everything, but doesn't mean we're going to do everything.
Hey, I like that one. I like that one. That's good.
So real quick for the camera, just go ahead and give me y'all email,
Okay, so
give me y'all IGs.
for all work related, our email is DougKellyTwins2@gmail.com. Our Instagram is Doug Kelly's, but the L's are ones. All right. Our personal Instagram.
You'll find it on that exact page.
Yeah, it's
Go
the
to
same
Kelly's,
page.
our individual
My page
pages.
is Westfield. The L is a 1. His is Grayson Kelly.
Yo, Grayson got like 3 names, so if you try to search his name, it ain't gonna pop up. So just go to the page, click his name on there, save you some time.
Yeah, and our YouTube is the Kelly Twins, and the L's are 1s.
There we go. The Kellys, baby, the Kellys.
I would just say close us out on how y'all want to leave y'all message to the world.
I'm just gonna keep it a bucket and simple. If you're not us, you fall in 4 categories: a sucker, a chump, a punk, and a loser. Trust me, we can't be worried because we know the truth and the facts. And the truth is, we're 6'2", 240 pounds, and the facts are we do what we want because we can, and that's
A problem that you can't fix.
Damn, that was gangster. I'm gonna wait so
Made for the camera, baby.
Here we go. Hey, look.
Camera, close up, big
No Jim Cat Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's my co-host El Diamante, your boy Fit Chef Kev, the Kellys. We out here. Catch y'all next time.